PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battlegrounds has had many successes, yet the greatest one might surprise you. This video is going to catalog its journey so far and shed some light on how everyone is benefiting from the Battlegrounds pie. On July 31st, Battlegrounds overtook Fallout 4 as the #1 most played non-Valve game on Steam. With almost 500,000 players on, PUBG is slowly closing the gap on the likes of CSGO, and it shows no sign of slowing down either. Since releasing into early access on March 23rd of this year, the player base for Battlegrounds has increased 1,403%. It took only a few short months for this game to explode into Super Saiyan levels, an amazing achievement for such a small game. PUBG released as an unfinished game with no traditional marketing, so what made this game so popular? It didn't rely on marketing conventions, trailers, or PR, and it didn't build life-size titans in shopping malls like Titanfall 2 did. It just came out and it took off. In my eyes, there was two main reasons for this: technical advancements and a theory called double dip digital marketing. So let's start with number one. Obviously, PUBG is more technically advanced than games that came before it, such as H1Z1. It looks better, and most people say it plays better too. The gameplay elements based around survival remain the same and are echoed by other games, but as a tactical shooter, it's more refined and it straight up looks better. Let's not forget that many early access survival games look and play like dog poo-poo. Sure, they may have very fun gameplay concepts, but a certain amount of polish is usually missing. It's almost expected and accepted, given that quote-unquote the game isn't finished yet. So when a game comes along in early access that shows some real advancement and some real potential in those two areas, it's going to turn some heads. We know that the game doesn't look amazing, and it doesn't feel quite as good in the gameplay department as a game like Battlefield or Titanfall, but it does look and feel better than its competition. Now number two. The popularity of Battlegrounds was spread by the influx of Twitch streamathons instead of traditional marketing ploys. It's the perfect streaming game. It's got your downtime, streamers use it smartly to interact with their chat. It's got your tension when things start heating up, perfect for screamers and montage moments. It's got your punishment. If you die, it's over, and we know that people love high stakes. It's got a decent amount of skill ceiling, and of course, it was born to be the quintessential highlight reel of 2017. There are more highlight reels and top 5 videos of Battlegrounds than any other game right now as far as I can see, and those are some of the easiest videos to make. You take your freshly generated VODs, grab your fan favorite highlight clips, throw them into a video, slap on some music, and bam, you've got the recipe for a perfect YouTube video. There's no script necessary, nor audio recording, or fancy editing, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And when things are easy to produce, everyone starts to do them. And so began the deluge of Battlegrounds content on Twitch and YouTube. When you've got so many people streaming, which by the way some of them are paid directly by the company, making quick YouTube videos using your VOD footage from Twitch, it's easy to see how the seed of Battlegrounds quickly sprouted and grew out of control. It was like a wildfire in Far Cry 2, spreading and engulfing every Twitch feed and YouTube notification box this side of League of Legends. Sub money and donations from Twitch streaming turned into highlight videos that paid out even more money on YouTube, a wonderful circle of never-ending revenue for PUBG players. Just like that guy at the party that dips his Fritos into the bean dip twice. It's not a bad thing, and I'm not condemning anyone for making smart use out of their resources. Double dipping on YouTube from Twitch is very common and quite frankly one of the best, most efficient, and easiest ways to make a nice living. Not to say that no effort goes into it, but compared to prepared video content on YouTube, it's a cakewalk, let's be honest. This spread of digital content that kept bouncing back and forth between Twitch and YouTube led to the biggest success of Battlegrounds. It's free, unlimited word-of-mouth marketing. The makers of PUBG have it better than most AAA publishers who spend millions of dollars on marketing for every game. Sure, they pay some streamers, but that is chump change compared to a 15-second commercial during the Super Bowl. So as a result, the Twitch streamers and YouTubers have become the PR agents for PUBG, and the more they talk about it, the more they share it, the better off both parties are. It's the power of allowing people to create and share your content without restriction. Nintendo and many other game companies do not understand this concept. How many YouTubers, including myself, are scared to show any Nintendo footage or make videos about Nintendo games? When they rolled out their Nintendo Creators Program, it was an effort not to just control the content stream, but to restrict it. It's one of the reasons why Nintendo games don't really have a large presence on YouTube, and why the Switch is one of the least talked about game consoles on YouTube. Nintendo was a snake, constricting people from sharing the love they have for their games. losing out on having their games reach people that they normally wouldn't. By promoting word-of-mouth marketing and double-dipping, the benefit of player feedback results, which is very important. PUBG is aware of everything the community wants, what it hates, what needs to be fixed. The devs can communicate changes instantly, and without censorship, that message can carry across the internet immediately and everyone will hear it. When people hear that their concerns are being addressed, they feel good that the developers really care about what they have to say. A certain amount of loyalty and goodwill can result. Now think about that for a second. If a developer makes good on those promises to listen to the community, players are more likely to stick around for future games, aren't they? To the core, it's a system that has more pros than cons and sets up the makers of Battlegrounds for future success. The beauty of PUBG, in fact, is that all of this promotes players to cooperate, communicate, and interact with multiple groups of fans. The close relationship of the developer to the streamer and the streamer to the audience makes all three groups feel included and important. It's a three-way street in which every party benefits. It also ensures to the final end user, the audience, that content will never be lacking. A new top 5 or highlight reel is never too far away, and it's always in the best interest of creators to keep streaming and to keep pumping them out. In the end, PUBG offers a small glimpse into how word-of-mouth marketing can make a small budget game more profitable than more expensive ones. But more importantly, PUBG showcases the very intimate and lucrative relationship that forms when content creators intelligently double-dip among Twitch and YouTube platforms. How far will the success of Battlegrounds go? I hope you guys can help me answer that question in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to support the work I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe to Downward Thrust and consider pledging to my Patreon at patreon.com/downwardthrust. You guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you in our next video.